Hello, everybody. This is Dale Schweeman with the Schwee View, and we're here today to talk about the NFL kneel down. But first, I want to put this out there while you're watching this. Reach up in the corner, take your cursor, hit subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. However, it'll allow you to know when I've posted something new. And very shortly, I'm going to start posting on a regular schedule so that people can actually watch it full live. So, again, like the program or dislike the program. Give me some feedback in the text in the chat box, and I can respond back to you. Also, like I said, hit the subscribe button. Doesn't cost you a thing, but it lets me know, and it'll let you know when I'm going to be posting one. Now for today's topic, like I said, the NFL kneel down. Is it an issue or is it not? Um, First, the purpose of the kneel down was a good purpose. The drama after the kneel down has become lost. If President Trump would not be making a negative issue out of it, it'd be gone away. However, it's not gone away. And the worst part about it is it's taken the focus off what Colin Kaepernick wanted to bring to light. But yet it's actually brought it to light. The purpose was to discuss or to talk about the injustice in our system about racial inequality. Now, one of the biggest things that has come out of this is it's turned into a political football, and it's turned into a racial issue because they're predominantly black that are doing the kneel down, and they've been referred to as unpatriotic. Now, today I want to talk about how that's incorrect. And what needs to be understood is we're talking about a national anthem and the United States flag. And what that flag and national anthem stand for is patriotism. Patriotism, we've forgotten, or we choose to forget, and when to apply what it is and where it came from. Our patriot past came from individuals rebelling against the very same thing Colin Kaepernick is trying to bring to light. If anybody was to sit down and reread, or maybe in some cases read for the first time, the Declaration of Independence, the preamble to the Constitution, as well as the Constitution, you'd find that our country came about because of injustice. We were not happy with the way the British were running through our towns and just running amok through the cities and pillaging homes as they pleased. There was tremendous injustice. And the people of this country decided to say enough was enough, and they formed their own country out of that. So the flag has stood for rebellion for just cause. The national anthem came from that rebellion for just cause. So this national anthem and this flag will fly stronger and sing louder for those individuals who are bringing to light its very roots that it came from. So we should be applauding the NFL players. We should not be denouncing them. Our military personnel, their purpose is to fight for these very freedoms, the freedoms to stand up against the wrongs that we have in not only our country, but other countries. We want other countries to emulate us, but yet we are not standing by the very things that we profess to embrace. If there is a wrong, whether it be just or unjust, if somebody feels it as a wrong, it should be addressed. It should be looked at. It should be recognized. It should not be denounced. It should not be insulted. Colin Kaepernick and all the other NFL players should not be being denounced for their actions. Their whole purpose should not be being brushed under the rug and turned into a political football. We should actually be looking at what we can do to address the issue. And in some cases, it really needs to be fixed. I will be addressing that in another video, in another program. However, I need to get my subscribe numbers up. I need you guys to talk to other people and tell them to chime in, subscribe, and let's get this going. My family, my father, my brother, my sister, and my son have all been in the military. I'm proud of them. But I'm also proud to know that they were fighting not for whites, not for blacks. They were fighting for the United States. They were doing their darndest to make sure we could maintain our freedoms. And right now, my fear is we're losing our freedoms from within. I've had this fear for about 25 years, so it's not just President Trump that's creating these red flags for me. Our political situation seems to be we're losing our freedoms. 9/11 took away a lot of freedoms. Now we're trying to take away the right to protest, the right to make a demonstration. This protest is extremely nonviolent. It's very peaceful. It's sending a signal that we need to make some adjustments. And instead of making those adjustments, or at least saying, hey, let's sit down and talk about what adjustments we could make, we're rebelling against it. Our government is rebelling against the people. It's not our people rebelling against the government. We're asking for some things to be addressed. And now our government is rebelling against the people. This, my friends, sends me red flags. And some people may really get upset when I say this. But I'm not asking you to hear the words I'm saying. I'm asking you to think about the words I'm saying. This type of political behavior is so reminiscent of what created other countries in the past to topple and have a coup. Look what happened in Cuba. Russia turned into the Soviet Union. Okay. The English, right here on this continent. And there was a coup. Our beginnings, our Revolutionary War was simply nothing but a coup. Now our country seems to be, by way of the government, and this has been coming for years, pulling back the very rights that have been put to us in the Declaration of Independence, in the Constitution, in the Bill of Rights. They're slowly being justified to be taken away. And one of the biggest things that has came, if you look at history, on how governments take over and change and take people's rights away is through a media selling point to convince the people that what we as a government, or I as a leader am asking you to give up is for your best interest. Hitler was great at it. There's been a lot of leaders that this was in their best interest, and they convinced the people it's in your best interest to give up your freedoms. No, it's not. It's in your best interest to control your behavior and control your actions in a civilized way. And the NFL players are doing such. It is our government that actually is our line on this one. They are rebelling against the people. I'm asking you as viewers that actually is our line on this one. They are rebelling against the people. I'm asking you as viewers, take some time to listen to what I said, to listen to what I'm saying and how I'm saying it. I'm asking you to hit the subscribe button. Ask your friends to listen to what I have to say. And by all means, please hit the like or dislike button. Please hit the chat box. Send me some messages on your viewpoint. I would love to hear what people have to say about this. I'm not anti-NFL. I don't watch the games because I don't have time. But I'm not anti-government. I'm not anti-protest. I am 100% a U.S. citizen that's proud of my rights, and I'm proud of everybody else's freedoms to exercise these rights. I am fearful of what our government is doing at this point. Instead of addressing the issues that Colin Kaepernick has brought to the table, we are rebelling. The government is rebelling against our very people. These are the things we need to think about. It's not a question of whether they're doing it right or wrong. It's a question of why they're doing it. This is Dale Schweeman. That's my view on the Schwee View. Hit your like, hit your dislike. But please hit the subscribe. I will see you soon. Thank you very much.